people with all kinds of autoimmune conditions who've taken agency, who've recognized, like you mentioned multiple sclerosis. So this is what's so crazy about it. The first guy who described multiple sclerosis, a French neurologist, Jean-Martin Charcot, in the 19th century, said that this was a stress-caused condition. William Osler, great Canadian physician, also founding father at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, he said rheumatoid arthritis was a stress-driven condition. An American surgeon, James Paget, in 1870, talks about breast cancer as related to women's emotional states and particularly depression and so on. This is now, these giants of medicine, who are all still revered in medical history, they had no science behind their intuition. They just had their intuition and observation. Since then, in every three of those cases, whether it's breast cancer, whether it's multiple sclerosis or rheumatoid arthritis, there's been oodles of scientific research showing the relationship between stress and those conditions. And yet, most people that go to a physician, stress, trauma never comes up. Now, what I have found is that when people understand the connection between what happened to them in childhood, the traumas they endured, the stresses they generate for themselves, how does their body saying no when they don't know how to say no, either in work or in personal life, and actually they learn to set some boundaries for themselves, there's actually a change in the physiological process. Why wouldn't there be, given that mind body are one and inseparable? So I don't find that people are that resistant to this message once they understand it. The real problem is that you can go to physicians trained like me in the Western medical tradition, and despite all the science, you never hear this information.